It's 48 past 7. The other week, I mentioned I was going to be changing. Let's put a light on here, that's better. I was going to be changing my Patreon goal. Previously, I had a goal on Patreon to get to Canada. Pretty much right the time we are right now, I was hoping to be in Canada for a white winter, if you like, a white Christmas. And well, that didn't happen. I'm here in Australia surfing every day instead. And so I decided to change that goal to something more realistic. And what I've come up with is fuel. Ow! Just rolled over my foot. Fuel for SteVAN. Here's the goal itself. 270 a month. And that's based on 3 fills a month. So it costs SteVAN about 90 bucks in diesel each month. And I figured 3 fills a month would get me usage of SteVAN. And that would also obviously mean that once I've got the fuel in SteVAN, I would then go places and create content for you, the givers. So you could also put forward requests of things you want to see, such as, you know, there could be places, because I can sleep in SteVAN now. So there could be places that you're like, oh, we've heard, you know, we were looking on Google and we saw that there's a really cool, I don't know, like a water hole or something that's unique. It's only like 4 days drive from here. Can you go and explore it and vlog it and show us? And at some point, hopefully soon, I'm going to do live streams from the road. That's the plan, to use SteVAN as a live streaming vessel, if you like. That's the ultimate goal. I've got the AC800 here with Optus, which can come with me. And I do want to put a MIMO antenna on top of SteVAN at some point. And then I should be able to theoretically have the same 4G coverage I have right here using, well, Wirecast has a live app as well as the desktop app. Sorry, a mobile app as well as the desktop app, so we could just run straight through that. But that's all coming in the future. But right now, that's why I've changed that goal. And again, I want to be super clear here. I do not expect you to be a financial giver on the channel. This is only if you can do that little bit extra. Being a giver, just watching the content, commenting, liking, subscribing, all those ways to be a giver on Gives a Minute, that's fine. But if you do wish to contribute financially, Patreon's one way to do it. In the description of this video, there's other ways to do it. There's merch, there's a one-time donation through PayPal. Just putting all the options out there for as many different varieties of giving. And I'm very clear about that. I just want you to be watching and consuming. That is enough. But if you can financially contribute, these are the ways to do it. I'm going to continue to give, and you're going to continue to give. I'm creating, that's me giving, you're consuming, that's you giving, and that makes us all givers. And that's how this relationship works in symbiosis. Symbiosis? I love that term. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. And by the way, the goal is already $51 of $270 a month reached. So that's already looking pretty good. I've got 11 patrons there that are very supportive. I'm really super pumped for that. I don't put any different content on Patreon. That's not how I run my Patreon. It's just a way to financially contribute. I just want to be super clear about that. A lot of people make separate content for Patreon. My content is for YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a Patreoner. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the way, if you wanted to, you could support me.